All right, Shalom. We the real Hebrew Israelites coming to you week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of this wicked society, to tell that you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the true biblical Israelites of the Bible. And I'm going to start off by giving our praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Wachak Kodash. I want to get double honors to our apostles and elders who get millstone, who rule well, and peace, love, and sight to the whole elect of Israel. And this is the brother Zakaria from the GMS Des Moines branch. Come to the end of the lesson on be not dismayed. Be not dismayed. So Lord will, this lesson is edifying. I'm gonna hop right into it. This is this is Jeremiah. This is Jeremiah chapter 1 and I'll start at verse 4. It says, Then the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee, and before thou camest forth out of thy womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. So before Jeremiah was born, the Lord already sanctified and ordained him to be a prophet unto the nations. And Lord will, we coming in that stead as well. To being born as prophets. It says verse 6, it says, Then said I, Lord power, behold, I cannot speak, for I am a child. But the Lord said unto me, Say not, I am a child, for thou shalt go to all that I shall send thee, and whatsoever I command thee, thou shalt speak. So that's what we have to do as well. We could put ourselves in the same foots, in the same shoes as Jeremiah, man. Whatever the Lord command us through the scriptures, we got to go out and teach it. We got to go out and preach it. It says, Be not afraid of their faces, for I am with thee to deliver thee, said the Lord, man. So don't be afraid of these people's faces out here. The Lord is with us. It says, verse 9, Then the Lord put forth his hand and touched my mouth. And the Lord said unto me, Behold, I have put my words in thy mouth. So we're speaking the words of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, just like the Lord did with Jeremiah. The Lord putting his words in our mouth that we have to go speak unto our people, speak unto the nations, their judgment. Verse 10, it says, See, I have this day set thee over the nations and over the kingdoms to root out and to pull down and to destroy and to throw down, to build and to plant. And that's what we're doing in this day and age, man. There's nothing new under the sun. It says, See, I have this day set thee over the nations and over the kingdoms to root out, to pull down. That's what we're doing. We pulling down the strongholds, those lies, those deceit. The truth, it says the truth that been so long without fruit shall be declared. It's being declared from all the lies and the hypocrisy that is pushed upon our people. So we pulling all those things down. It says to root out, and to pull down and to destroy. We destroying all that image of Serapis Christus, etc. It could go on and on, man. All these lies that's being pushed in this day and age is being destroyed. It's being pulled down. It's being rooted out. And then it says to throw down, to build, and to plant. And what we doing? We building the house of David, and that's what the Lord is doing through the prophets, from our apostles and the elders on down. We're building and we're planting. I'm going to jump to verse 16. Verse 16, it says, this is Jeremiah chapter 1 and verse 16. It says, And I will utter my judgments against them, touching all their wickedness, who have forsaken me. Talk about the wicked of our people, the 2/3 of our people. It says, Who have forsaken me and have burned incense unto other gods and worship the works of their own hands. And the Lord called us up out of it because we was once partakers of that. We was once a part of those children of disobedience, but the Lord called us up out of that darkness into his marvelous light. So now we're set for the defense of the gospel. It says, Therefore gird up thy loins and arise and speak unto them all that I command thee. Be not dismayed at their faces, lest I confound thee before them. So don't be dismayed at their faces once again. It says, verse 18, for behold, I have made thee this day a defense city, and an iron pillar in brazen walls against the whole land, against the kings of Judah, against the princes thereof, against the priests thereof, and against the people of the land. And this is the Lord speaking to Jeremiah. It says, and they shall fight against thee, but they shall not prevail against thee, for I am with thee, said Yahweh, to deliver thee, man. So the Lord said he's with us. He's going to fight. He said, they shall fight against thee, but they shall not prevail against thee. For I am with thee, said the Lord, to deliver thee. So Yahweh Shema Shai is with us, man. They going to fight against us. They going to come against us. They going to mock. They going to want to kill us, persecute us, etc. But guess what, man? The Lord is with us. They're not going to prevail, man. These people are not going to prevail. So from there, I want to grab Second Esdras. This is Second Esdras. Chapter 15 and verse 1. It said, behold, speak thou in the ears of my people, let you know, the words of prophecy which I will put in thy mouth, said the Lord. So we speaking in the ears of the Lord's people, our people, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. The Lord said, cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show the house of Jacob their sins. Roughly paraphrasing that precept. So it said, behold, speak down the ears of my people the words of prophecy which I will put in thy mouth, said the Lord, like the Lord did to Jeremiah, how he put his word in his mouth. The Lord put his words in our mouth to go speak unto our people. It says, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imagination against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. So don't fear these people looks. How they, how they stout. How they, they come at us, man. Don't fear how they is. Don't fear these niggas, man. Don't fear these people. Continue to keep pushing the word. Continue to prophesy unto them, to give them warning from the Lord. Don't be afraid. Don't be dismayed. It says, behold, said the Lord, I will bring. No, Salaki, I skipped one. I'll read verse 3 again. It say, fear not the imagination against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. So don't let that, persuade you or knock you off your square because they don't want to hearken and believe on what we're saying. Believe on the words of Yahweh Shema Shai. Don't let that stop you from you believing and pushing the word. Verse 4 say, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. So since they want to be unfaithful, since they don't want to take heed to the words of Yahweh Shema Shai, they're going to die in their unfaithfulness since they don't want to believe, right? So I want to get Romans. This is Romans. Since they don't want to believe, they're going to die in their unfaithfulness. This is Romans chapter 3 and verse 3. It said, for what if some did not believe? Shall that unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect? Yahweh forbid, because it didn't have an effect on them. The words of Yahweh Shema Shai didn't have an effect on them, but it have an effect on those that's sincere, that fear. It said, I have heard thy speech and was afraid. It said, through the terror of the Lord we persuade men. It had an effect. Just because it didn't have an effect, it doesn't mean that these things are not going to come to pass. The Lord, it says his counsel shall stand. He going to do all his pleasure. His word not going to return unto him void. It's going to accomplish that to where he sent it. The Lord's words are still going to come to pass, man, whether you believe it or not. It says, verse 4, Yahweh forbid, yea, let the Most High be true, but every man a liar. Right, like it says in Acts, the 5th chapter. We ought to obey the Most High rather than men. Let the Most High word be true and every man a liar. It says, verse 4 again, to say, Salakia, it say, the Most High forbid, yea, let the Most High be true, but every man a liar, as it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings and mightest overcome without our judge. So the Lord's words is going to stand, whether you believe it or not. Just because it didn't take an effect on you doesn't mean it's not going to be an effect. These words are still going to have an effect in a way. Thus said the Holy Scriptures. It got an effect on those that believe, and it's still going to come to pass, even if you believe it or not. Let me grab Isaiah. This is Isaiah chapter 41. 41 and verse 10. It says, behold, Yahweh power will come with strong hand, and his arm shall rule for him. Behold, his reward is with him, and his work before him. He shall Salaki, this is the wrong one. I'm reading chapter 40. This Isaiah chapter 41 and verse 10. It say, fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed. So the Lord say, fear thou not. Don't be afraid. Don't fear. I am with thee. Be not dismayed. For I am thy power. I will strengthen thee. Yea, I will help thee. Yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness, man. So don't be afraid. Don't fear these people, man. Because the Lord is with us. He's our strength. He's going to help us. It says, verse 11, behold, all they that were incensed against thee shall be ashamed and confounded. And when you go into the word incensed, it means rage or angry, fury. They got all this anger towards us. They hate us. They come against us. Once again, they want to kill us. They want to mock us. They want to turn us in. They want us dead. All these things, man. Don't be afraid of that. It say, behold, all they that were incensed against thee shall be ashamed and confounded. They shall be as nothing, and they that strive with thee shall perish, man. So they gotta end. Like it says, all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. They're gonna perish. They're coming against the man of the Lord. That's a bad thing, man. You coming against the apple of the Lord's eye. Verse 12, it says, thou shalt seek them and shall not find them, even them that contended with thee. They that war against thee shall be as nothing and as a thing of naught. They gonna be as nothing, man. They try to war against us. They want to come against us. They want to come fight us. They're gonna be as nothing, man. The Lord gonna get rid of them. The Lord gonna handle our enemies. The Lord gonna fight for us. Verse 13, for I, Yahweh, thy power will hold thy right hand, saying unto thee, fear not. I will help thee. Fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel. I will help thee, said Yahweh, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel, man. Yahweh Shema Shai is going to come to our aid, man. He's going to be our defense, our protector. Yep, this is Ezekiel. This is Ezekiel chapter 2. Yep, Ezekiel chapter 2 and verse 1. And he said unto me, son of man, stand upon thy feet, and I will speak unto thee. And the Spirit enter into me when he spake unto me, and set me upon my feet, that I heard him that spake unto me. And he said unto me, son of man, I send thee to the children of Israel, to a rebellious nation that have rebelled against me. They and their fathers have transgressed against me, even unto this very day. So the Lord is speaking to Ezekiel, telling him to go speak unto this rebellious nation. That's what we're doing. We're speaking unto our people, the rebellious nation that's hard-hearted, stiff-necked. It says, unto this very day. That once again, there's nothing new under the sun. Everybody's back in their lots. It says, let the holy be holy still, let the righteous be righteous still, let the wicked be wicked still. Everybody's back. Verse 4 says, for they are imputed children and stiff-hearted. I do send thee unto them, and thou shalt say unto them, thus said the Lord power, and they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are a rebellious house, yet shall know that there have been a prophet among them. Because we give you warning from Yahweh Shema Shai that he's about to bring destruction upon this place. You know, listen, come back, return unto your power. Stop doing those things that the Lord hate. But our people, they want to be stiff-hearted. They want to continue to walk on. You know, they shove the shoulder, turn the neck. It says, verse 6, and thou son of man, be not afraid of them. See, don't be afraid. Don't be dismayed. It says, Salakia, and thou son of man, be not afraid of them, neither be afraid of their words, though briars and thorns be with thee, and thou doest dwell among scorpions. You know, our people, man, they wild, man. You know, wicked is all hell. It say, be not afraid of their words, nor be dismayed at their looks. Though they be a rebellious house, man, don't be dismayed at these people, man. It say, fear not their imagination against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. You know, I'm going to continue to read. It says, verse 7, and thou shalt speak my words unto them, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are most rebellious. So whether they hear, whether they forbear, we still have to preach this word unto them, no matter how they're coming against us. Continue to prophesy, continue to push the word. The Lord is with us. The Lord is in control of all. Verse 8, but thou son of man, hear what I say unto thee, be not thou rebellious like that rebellious house. You know, so don't be like them. Once again, like I said earlier, you know, just because they don't want to believe and get right, that don't mean for you to turn from it. You know, continue to keep pushing, continue to keep striving for the masteries, man. It's only your salvation. It says, open thy mouth and eat that I give thee. And when I looked, and behold, an hand was sent unto me, and lo, a roll of a book was therein, and he spread it before me, and it was written within, without, and there was written therein lamentations and mourning and woe, man. And that's what's going to come upon those that don't want to believe, the ungodly, the unfaithful, the mourning, the destruction, lamentations, the plagues that's written in this book, man. This is Ezekiel chapter 3 and verse 1. It says, moreover, he said unto me, son of man, eat that thou findest, eat this roll, and go speak unto the house of Israel. So we have to eat this roll. We have to eat these scriptures. We have to consume these scriptures in us and then go teach. It says, so I opened my mouth, and he caused me to eat that roll. And he said unto me, son of man, cause thy belly to eat, and fill thy bowels with this roll that I give thee. Then did I eat it, and it was in my mouth as honey for sweetness. And he said unto me, son of man, go get thee unto the house of Israel, and speak my words unto them. For thou art not sent to a people of a strange speech and of an hard language, but to the house of Israel. Not to many people of a strange speech and of an hard language, whose words thou canst not understand. Surely had I sent thee to them, they would have hearkened unto thee. But the house of Israel will not hearken unto thee, for they will not hearken unto me. For all that the house of Israel are impudent and hard-hearted. You know, they didn't even listen unto the Lord. How much more us? But we still have to go out and give them warning. It says, verse 8, behold, I have made thy face strong against their faces, and thy forehead strong against their foreheads, man. The Lord made us stronger. It says, as adamant harder than flint have I made thy forehead, man. Fear them not, neither be dismayed at their looks, though they be a rebellious house. It says, moreover, he said unto me, son of man, all my words that I have, that I shall speak unto thee, receive in thy heart and hear with thy ears. So the thing that we preach, we have to receive it ourselves as well. It say, moreover, he said unto me, son of man, all my words that I shall speak unto thee, receive in thy heart, receive in thy mind, hear with thy ears. So we have to take heed to what's being said as well, you know, to continue in these things. Verse 11, and go get thee to them of the captivity unto the children of thy people, and speak unto them and tell them, thus said the Lord power, thus said Yahweh power, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, man. Thus said Yahweh Hashem Shai. Hey, come return. The kingdom of heaven is at hand. Our salvation is near, don't we believe? Our redemption drawing nigh. Destruction is coming. We give you warning. I'm gonna jump down to verse 17. It says, this is Ezekiel chapter 3 and verse 17. It says, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. The Lord made us watchmen. He made us prophets to warn the people. We watch and tell them, hey, look, the enemy's finna come. The enemy coming in like a flood. He's about to come down having great wrath because he knows that he have but a short time. Like it says in Revelation 12 and 12. We giving our people warning. It says, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. We giving you warning from Yahweh Shem Shai. It says, when I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way, to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thy hand. Which shows you how important it is for us to go out there in the highways and byways to push this word, to give out that warning, man, because that blood is going to be on our hands because we know the Lord's will. You know, it said if you know the Lord's will and basically don't do it, you're going to be beat with many stripes, man. So it's very important, man. This is deadly serious that we go out there and push this word, man. The Lord gave us this knowledge, wisdom, understanding. We have to utilize it, man, to the best of our ability. We have to give them warning. We have to go out and preach this word. It was like a fire. I forgot the prophet, but it was like a fire in his bones, man. He had to go prophesy. You know, we got to push this word. Verse 19, it says, yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul, man. So if you warn them and you gave the warning, but they didn't take heed, they didn't want to turn from their iniquity, they didn't want to turn from their transgressions, we delivered ourselves, but they blood gonna be upon their own head. They gonna die in that. You know, all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Verse 20, it says, again, when a righteous man do a turn from his righteousness and commit iniquity, and I lay a stumbling block before him, he shall die, because thou hast not given him warning. He shall die in his sin, and his righteousness, which he had done, shall not be remembered, but his blood will I require at thy hand. Man, that's a fearful thing, man. You know, to turn to righteousness and to turn from righteousness, to go back into iniquity. No. We not of them that draw back. Verse 21, it say, nevertheless, if thou warn the righteous man, right, that the righteous sin not, and he do it not sin, he shall surely live, because he is warned. Also thou hast delivered thy soul, man. We can save them. It said you can save thyself and them that hear thee. You know, we deliver the righteous man's soul. So from there, I want to grab yep, this is St. John. This is St. John chapter 15 and verse 18. It says, if the world hate you, you know that it hated me before it hated you. If ye were of the world will love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hated you. You know? So we're hated. We being persecuted because we're preaching the words of Yahweh Shem Shai. And I got another precept as well. This is Salakia. Yep, here you go. I just had it. Yep, this is Amos. This is Amos chapter 5 and verse 10. It says, they hate him that rebuketh in the gate. They abhor him that speaketh uprightly, man. You know, they hate those that They're rebuking in the gate, giving them warning, rebuking them, correcting them, showing the house of Jacob their transgressions, man, and the house of Jacob their sins. You know, they hate him that rebuke it uprightly. They abhor him that speak it uprightly. They avoid the man of the Lord. But guess what? We still got to give them warning. We still got to push the word, because their blood going to be upon their own heads since they don't want to take heed. They don't want to hearken unto the message of Yahweh Shema Shai. So be not dismayed. You know, don't let that stop you from you receiving your salvation. From there, I want to end it with this last scripture. This is Psalm chapter 34. Yep, Psalm chapter 34 and verse 7. It says, the angel of the Lord encamping round about them that fear him and delivereth them. So the angels of Yahweh Shema Shai is encamping around those that fear him and delivereth them, man. So we don't be dismayed, man. The Lord is with us. The Lord is our help. He's going to protect us. We're set for the defense of the gospel, man. The Lord is going to hedge us, man. You know, Yahweh Shema Shai that we are of the number. You know, so Lord will, this lesson was edifying and give our praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, or Chakodash. I want to get double honor to our apostle, the elders, get millstone who rule well, and peace, love, and salutation to the hopeful like the Israel, Shalom, and the Bible ball.